Okay, well I haven't been entirely not doing anything, but I thought I'd just give you another quick update. I have been watching a number of other videos of people that have customised these on YouTube. And when I started this, there was only the one example, as I mentioned, that I'd seen, but now there are lots of them. And I've seen some very good ideas, one of which is to remove the airbox that was in here and plug the airflow sensor directly in. And I saw a guy do this, a guy in New York. His channel's called The Illustrator, and it's really, really interesting. He's done it with very little resource, and had to do the bike in his backyard, which entailed taking it through the house each time he worked on it. So he had to take it all apart every time he was doing something. So quite amazing. But yeah, everybody seems to be doing GSXR front ends. You can buy a kit to do this rear suspension now. It just involves welding a couple of brackets, and yeah, so all this stuff I had done you can sort of buy as a kit now. But anyway, that's fine. So yeah, I saw this thing about plugging the airflow sensor straight into there, and I thought, oh, that's a good idea. And then I researched. He was using like a K&N type filter, and I went on to look at with a 3D printed adapter like this here that I've got. But I saw another design for a 3D printed adapter, which is the one I've got, for this really fancy snazzy air filter, which I know it's a bit hipster again. It's meant to go on a Harley of all things, but I thought, yeah, that would look nice sticking out the side. It arrived the other day, but of course the video I saw was for mostly people do K100s, they don't do K75s, and of course the engine is longer and there's more space under here, so this will not sensibly fit into the airbox there. So I've thought about cutting another hole into the airbox at the top here so that I could move this maybe to some other position, but there's very, very little room, and I've got to get all the electronics have all got to go under here. I'm going to put a plate, you see, I'm going to put a plate under here. I've got to cut it to size and everything, but there'll be a plate under here with all the electronics on it. I'm not going to go down the M unit route because it's far too expensive, and you only actually need a couple of relays and things, so I reckon I can figure all that out for myself. But anyway, I've got to try and fit this airbox in somehow, the airflow meter. And I've decided for my sins that rather than plug that hole up and try to put another one here or something, I'm going to have a go at 3D printing a whole new airbox. So yeah, that's where I'm currently thinking. I've done a few little bits and pieces. I've worked out this is where I want the what do you call it, the remote reservoir for the suspension. I'm going to put that there, just literally drill and tap a couple of holes in the frame there. I don't think the stress will be a problem. I may weld a nut on as well just in case, but yeah, I don't think that's going to be a problem. I think the ECU is going to go under the seat here somewhere, and in this space here, so ECU here. But I've got to sort of fit all the major components, and once I'm sure that I can get them fitted, I will probably at that point take the frame off, take the front off, and get the powder coating done, because I really don't want to have to take it all apart again. And then when I do that, I can take the time to clean the engine. I've got the clutch is wired up now with the proper cable. I'm quite pleased with that. That's all working, and the clutch doesn't seem to work. I've no idea if it slips or not, but that's all good. So yeah, I've just dragged the bike out because what I'm going to do, I need to do it on camera, but I'm going to take this the airbox, the plenum chamber off. So it's not strictly the airbox, it's the plenum chamber. And yeah, I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to have a go at modelling myself a new one. I've been teaching myself I've been teaching myself Fusion 360, and this is as far I haven't watched any of the tutorials yet, so this is purely doing it by loading up the software and trying it. But just as a very first attempt, yeah, this was just literally a few minutes playing around with it to see what I could do. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with this. So yeah, this isn't going to turn into a CNC or a 3D printing channel or anything like that, but this is where I am at the minute. And I don't think this is going to be easy to print either. So as a first thing to try out a printer on, it's going to be quite a challenge, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I don't think I have anything more to say at this minute. The weather's been terrible, so I've not had a chance to do a lot of things, but just a few small jobs and ordering a few bits and pieces. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, and thank you for watching, and looking forward to the next one. I have no idea when it's going to be. Thanks, bye-bye. So of course, having now got the Airbox off the bike, I have discovered a fatal flaw in my plan. Well, maybe not fatal, who knows. Yeah, want to take a guess what it is? 3, 2, 1. There are velocity stacks inside the plenum, of course. Of course. The question is, how much difference do they really make? I'm not convinced there's a whole load. But anyway, just for the sake of it, I'm going to have fun playing around with it in Fusion 360, see how much of it I can model with the stacks inside, put the stack tubes inside, and then figure out if it's actually printable or not. But that will be another challenge as well. So yeah, that's the quick update. This is Ted, by the way, in case you haven't met him before in my other videos. He's now going to become a Fusion 360 expert and tell me how to do everything. So yeah, say goodbye, Ted. Say goodbye. Goodbye.